The woman painted the charger with 2 red dots. She puts 2 red dots on her husband's arm. Then she took a snake out of her pocket and wrapped it around her husband's head. Her husband woke up and threw the snake away in fear. The wife kicked the snake under the bed, and then she lied to her husband that the snake had escaped. The husband found a red spot on his arm. The puzzled man was so scared he couldn't breathe. He really thought he'd been bitten by a snake. His wife made an excuse to get him some water. She dropped a sleeping pill into it. Her husband didn't suspect a thing. He took the glass of water and drank it. He soon fell asleep in his bed. After about an hour, the man woke up from his sleep. He walked slowly to the living room. He saw his wife crying with a picture in her arms, and the picture was of himself.
He was such a good man, and now I'm left alone.
The husband was dumbfounded. He was alive and well. Why is his wife crying like this? He looked at the portrait on the table, and his wife's sister's words of comfort. Had he been bitten by a poisonous snake? So he greeted his wife, but despite how much he slammed the table and calling their names, it was as if his wife and sister didn't hear him. It was as if they were from 2 different worlds. The husband got a little panicky. In order to break the game, he picked up his wife's vase. He broke them in front of his wife.
Must be a trap. Let's go close the window.
The wife and her sister were very good at acting. It made the man suspect that he was really a ghost. He began to think about everything that had happened. But the next moment, the lights in the room suddenly dimmed. A man in black suddenly appeared behind him. The man in black told the man, "Now no matter how hard you try, your wife won't hear you, because the man is no longer human." The man in black claims to be the Grim Reaper. "I'm here to collect souls." This scared the man so much that he couldn't breathe. He got up and walked towards the man. The man learned some witchcraft from the movies. He took a bottle of sugar and drew a circle. Then he laughed and laughed. He thought that death couldn't take him away. The man in black stepped on his heart's defenses. The man didn't know if he was dead or alive, so he asked Death for a favor. He said he wanted to go out in style. He wanted to change his clothes. Death gave him permission. As soon as the man entered the room, he tried to escape, but he didn't realize that Death was right behind him. He pulled him down from the window. Death gave him a chance. If he tells the truth about what he did before he was born, he would not be sent to hell. The man was immediately energized. However, this guy was once again trying to be smart. He said that when he was a kid, he liked his buddy's car, so he stole his buddy's car. Death was furious. He told the man to tell the truth, or he would take him to hell right now. The man didn't understand. What truth did he want from him? The next moment, Death pulls a pair of underwear out of his pocket. This is not the same size as his wife's. The man knows in his heart, if he doesn't tell the truth, he could be taken away by Death at any time. The man has been scared by his aura. He really believed that he was a ghost now, so the man told him the whole truth. He said the underwear belonged to his secretary. He did some cheating behind his wife's back. Apparently, the Grim Reaper was satisfied with this answer, so he let him go for a while. The complacent man looked as if he had never lived again, but when he opened his eyes, he suddenly found his wife. They were staring at him with a serious look on their faces, so it was all a trap for them.
I'm going to take everything from you in the divorce.
The man was so angry that his hands were shaking. As for the Grim Reaper, he's a lawyer hired by the woman to play along with him. Now his wife got the evidence from him. The lawyer was there as a witness.
Always a pleasure. See you in court.